Hope Radio, Kingfisher FM.
Joining us in studio today, a lady who's experienced a lot of challenges in her life and through that grow. I was talking to a gym guy yesterday. I said, we don't grow without resistance. He's like, exactly, that's our motto at the gym. And despite the adversity, or probably as a result of it, she's grown to an incredible lady. And not only has she got an MBA, she's a single mom, and she's also a chairman, the first woman chairperson of the YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay, also an optometrist, and also working at, a vision of opening up an eye clinic down the line. So it's a big pleasure to have in studio with us a lady by the name of Lerato Lebopo. Thank you for coming in, ma'am. Nice to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, I was just saying to you off air, do you sleep? How do you do all of these things? That's amazing.
I do sleep, but it comes with a price. You know, you sleep, it comes with a price.
Sure. No, that's incredible. Eh? So today, I've got to just say congratulations for taking on the chairperson role at the YMCA. For those who don't know, the Young Men's Christian Association. And the very first time that they've had a lady that's running the show. What's that like, having to look after all the men?
The YMCA has evolved over the years, and as you know, that it used to be a male-dominated organization, but now it has evolved to include women in the portfolios that are there. And being the first female chairperson in PE, it comes with its own challenges. As great as it is, but you learn a lot in terms of what you have to do and how you have to run the organization based on your values and the integrity, and not be able to be pushed around and doing things that pleases other people, but to do things that benefits the organization. And to be honest with you, it is very difficult, but you have to stick to what you believe in and do what you feel it is right for the organization moving forward to grow it.
You've been on the board, so you've got a little bit of an understanding about what goes down and the vision for the YMCA. But what prompted you to actually get involved with the organization in the first place?
The YMCA is a young people's organization. It's there to empower young people into life and leadership in terms of the skills development and entrepreneurship or arts or any other life skills that we feel or they feel that it can upskill them to be better people and to contribute positively to their communities. So what really attracted me to the YMCA is giving back. Because when you are in the YMCA, I'm a volunteer. I don't get paid. I don't get a salary. But the commitment you put there it shows that you want to give back and you want to contribute to our community, especially our young people. You want to see that they become the best version of themselves. Wonderful. They become better people and they contribute even to the economy of the Nelson Mandela Bay, and to take them away from ways that deviate them from being that better person, but to take them back to say, you know what, there's life beyond where you are. And if you really want to see that, you need to look deep in yourself and try and reach out to those people that really want to help you.
I guess this is one of the big questions that was posed to Deputy President David Mabuza yesterday in Parliament, talking to him about youth and the challenges that they face with regards to the high unemployment rate and just the offerings that we can pose for the youth. So from a YMCA perspective, how do you want the youth to come alongside you? What role do you fulfill for them?
To be honest with you, our youth is going through a lot. They face challenges that when you look at them yourself as an adult, you say, but how do they get around that? They need people to guide them. They need people to take them to the right path. And in terms of employment and everything else that comes with the challenges, we need to find ways that are innovative in terms of building them up. We talk about entrepreneurship a lot, and that people must be entrepreneurs and create jobs and all that. Even the government speak about that. But do we really create a space for that? Are we really preparing them for that? Because you can't just expect people to be entrepreneurs when we are not creating that climate for them to be entrepreneurs. So that's where we need to start as organizations, as individuals, and as big corporate companies to start there, so that we can equip them to be the better entrepreneurs that are going to positively contribute to the economy.
Yeah, enough talking. Let's create an environment like a greenhouse where the seedlings can grow.
That's true.
We're going to be back in a moment talking about the vision of the YMCA going forward. A lady who knows all about vision, an optometrist with an MBA. It's Lerato Lebopo. We'll be back in a moment.
PE's #1 Christian contemporary station, Kingfisher FM.
Lovely to have in studio with us Lerato Lebopo, and not only is she taken over as the chairperson of the YMCA, she's also been very involved in the Businesswomen's Association in Nelson Mandela Bay. What about mentoring girls and young women? You were mentored there. You're still involved?
Yes, I am still involved. I started as a mentee, and now I am a mentor.
I love that. So, do you think everybody should then have a mentor? I mean, I know it was a buzzword a while ago, like everybody needs a mentor, but I know in the church capacity that there needs to be actually those. We need to be somebody to somebody, and we need to have someone above us. So we need to be learning, and we need to be sharing that. Would you agree with that?
I do. You know, we need to appreciate the fact that we do not know everything. There are people out there who know better and who can guide us into this process called life. And having a mentor does not mean that, you know, there's something wrong with you need to be pushed or anything, but it means that you are leveraging on that wisdom that you do not have and build on that to become something better and something good. And we are human. We make mistakes. We go through challenges. And even that Christianity, those Christian values, we need people to instill that in us and to see that, you know what, it's not a bad thing, you know, to learn from that. It's not a bad thing to pray. You know, you might not be a Christian person who goes to church every Sunday, but we need to appreciate that there's a bigger force behind us, and we need to appreciate that and celebrate that once in a while. And when you have that balanced with the things that we do every day, you somehow find common ground, and you find that stability into how you're going to deal with your day-to-day challenges. Because if we look at Christianity, I mean, it molds us to be the people that we are today. I mean, in YMCA, it's a Christian-based organization where we say that we have young people, but we do not stop you from doing the things that you like to do, which is the now things like the skills and everything, the in-fashion things. But we always say that you need to remember that there's a greater force behind what we are doing, and we need to appreciate that.
Okay, very nice. So the YMCA, it's the Young Men's Christian Association. There's only men in it, right? Except for, you know, the board.
Not really.
Okay.
Like I said, that it has evolved a lot. In the beginning, yes, it used to be men only because it catered for young men who left their homes and went to work elsewhere, and then they would give them accommodation and that Christian environment where they can practice their Christian beliefs. But now it has moved. I mean, you look, it's an international brand where you go to the US, you will find that it has gyms, it has preschools, it has swimming and all that. It caters, it is now a family organization, not only a men's organization. You go to Africa, you find YMCA where it also caters for that. You come to South Africa, it also the same. So it's no longer a young man, but it caters for all genders, and to say that we are a youth-based organization and we want to empower these young people to be the best that they can be.
And you have a song too, so that's pretty cool. I had to bring it in. All right, so how does it work now from a practical perspective with the YMCA? Is it people that you get off the street? Do they live there? Is there premises? Is there workshops? What's the basic breakdown of the YMCA?
The YMCA have different programs. We have Y Arts, we have Y Justice, we have Y Zone. And all these programs, they are integrated. For instance, the Y Arts will have children from school who comes into the YMCA, and then we'll have somebody who teaches them art and see if they can realize what art is about. And we have Y Zone, which is include an after school program where kids from school they go home and they have nobody at home to stay with, and they can come to the YMCA where we'll help them with homework. We help them with their after school activities, and in the afternoon then when after work then their parents can collect them or the kids can now go home. And we also have a TIP, we call it TIP. It's an entrepreneurial program where we take kids less than 12 years and then we teach them entrepreneurial basics. Okay. So they will be taught what a profit is, how to do business, and so that they understand that you can, apart from your school, there is something else that you learn that can add value to your life in the future, in molding your growing up, and see that there's business opportunities and identifying the business opportunities. And now at the YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay, we have started a Y Justice program. We just started now this year. Y Justice is a program where we deal with young kids in school, high school kids at the moment, who are at risk of deviating to criminal practices. And we take them, we try and give them life skills, equip them with life skills so that they understand that there is another way in life than to resort to crime or criminal activities. So we work with schools and we identify those kids and we mentor them. We have a coordinator who does that, who will mentor them, and we try and see, because there's always a parent involved in this family, there's parent involved in the child's life. So when we deal with them, it's not only about the child, but it's also about the family background, so that we can find what the problem is, what creates that problem, and we deal with that and try and mold that child to say, listen, if you do not want to go to school, because there's kids who just go to school because their parents want them to go to school. But we say that, okay, we'll give you another skill that you can do, but with the hope that once they have been grounded, they will go back to school and finish their matric, which will be a huge bonus for them to do that. But that's how we do it.
It sounds like the YMCA should actually be a government-funded initiative that should be in all the schools. It sounds like you're doing an incredible job. How successful is the YMCA at the moment? Is it on the rise? What's the vision going forward? And I'm sort of going to wrap up with that question.
The YMCA is on the rise. I mean, we are not the only YMCA in South Africa. We have other YMCAs in Durban, Cape Town, Cape Flats, Johannesburg, Soweto. So, and all these YMCA, they do have the same programs. So if we can replicate that and multiply and have YMCA in each town, can you imagine how many kids are going to be impacted by
Sounds brilliant.
by the programs that we do, and how many kids will be able to think differently and being able and understand that nobody is going to give you things on a silver platter. You know, you have to work for them. You are not entitled to anything. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you have to work and see that, and the value in working and contributing back to your communities.
What a great organization. Where are you guys? You've got one central office?
In PE at the moment, we have one office. We are based at Galvindale,
right,
at Parkside. And
And how many people
Park
are
Drive.
and Park Drive?
Parkside, sorry.
Parkside.
Yeah.
And how many kids do you take, and how many people in the organization?
We really don't have a set number of children that we take.
Okay.
Everybody is welcomed. We just have to manage whoever who comes in our premises. And we do have staff. We do have, and one thing that I forgot to say, that we do have residents. Okay. It's a backpack residence where people book in and then they use our residence to sleep over or when they come on holiday, and that also help us in generating revenue and keeping our premises in good order.
Beautiful. So if people want to get involved or find out more, because it sounds really interesting, where do they go? Facebook?
People who want to get involved, they can go to our website. We do have a website, YMCA. They can go to our website, YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay. We are also on Facebook, as our page is Nelson Mandela Bay. And on the website, they will get our phone numbers and they can call us. And then we're always looking for volunteers. So volunteers are welcome to come and help us with the different programs that we have.
Beautiful. Maybe you've even got a kid and you're looking for something to help them along in their future. Today, Lerato Lebopo, 2020 vision she has for the future of YMCA Nelson Mandela Bay. What a pleasure to have her in studio. What a great good news story. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Real, relevant radio. Kingfisher FM.